students, we are going to continue with our second lesson from the Vistas, that is the Tiger King. In the last lecture already we discussed about these points and the starting of the story. So now we are taking the remaining part of the story. So the Maharaja's tiger hunt continued to be highly successful. So he continued with his tiger hunting, and within 10 years he had killed 70 tigers. So he killed the 70 tigers in his kingdom's forest. But then there was no tigers left in Pratibhanpura. Okay, so no tigers left in his kingdom. One day the Maharaja sent for his Diwan and told him that 30 tigers still remain to be shot down by his gun. Okay, so he called Diwan and he told him that I have killed only 70 and the 30 more tigers I have to kill. But the tigers are not remain in our kingdom. So he told Diwan that he had decided to get married. So he planned that he will get married with a girl, and the Diwan found the right girl from a state with a large number of tigers. So as per the king's plan, he found a right girl for king with the state with a large number of tigers in that forest. Each time Maharaja Jang Bahadur visited his father-in-law, and every time he killed 5 or 6 tigers in his visit. In this way, 99 tigers' skin adorned the walls of the reception hall in Pratibhanpuram palace. So he killed the 99 tigers and the skin he used to decorate the walls of his palace. There remained just one tiger to be killed to reach the figure of 100. So he needed only one tiger. But the tiger farms had now run dry even in his father-in-law's kingdom. So there also no tiger remained in his father-in-law's kingdom. It became impossible to locate tigers anywhere. So he was searching really very hard for the 100th tiger. The Maharaja was sunk in gloom, so he became very sad. Soon he got happy news. In his own state, sheep began to disappear frequently from a hillside village. So there was a village in his kingdom, and from that village, the sheep started to vanish, disappear. And he was very much sure that it is a work of a tiger only. The villagers ran to inform the Maharaja, but the tiger was not easily found. The Maharaja refused to leave the forest until the tiger was found. So he decided, he was very much firm to kill that 100 tiger, and then only he will come out from that forest. Maharaja's anger and obstinacy rose higher. So he was very much angry and he was very much firm with his decision. Many officers had lost their jobs. Why? Because that 100 tiger was not found by him. One day the Tiger King was very angry, and he called the Diwan and ordered him to double the land tax forthwith. So because of his anger, he decided to increase the land tax with a double. The Diwan said that the people would become discontented. So the people will become unhappy because of your decision. Then their state too would fall in the prey to the Indian National Congress. Now, Indian National Congress, you know it betterly. The king asked the Diwan to resign. The Diwan felt afraid. He felt life returning to him only when he saw the tiger which had been brought from the People's Park in Madras and kept hidden in his house. So the Diwan also planned to do something to save his post, and he planned to bring the tiger from the park of Madras, and he did it and kept hidden in his house. At midnight, the town was sleeping in peace. The Diwan and his wife dragged the old tiger to the car and shoved it into the seat. So anyhow, they managed to drag the tiger in his car. The Diwan himself drove the car straight to the forest where the Maharaja was hunting. Now the tiger refused to get out of the car. Somehow the Diwan hauled the beast out of the car and pushed it down on the ground. But somehow he managed to get down that tiger and from the car, and he threw it down on the ground. On the following day, the same old tiger wandered into Maharaja's presence. So when Maharaja was there in the forest, the tiger was wandering in front of the king. The king became very happy. It was a boundless joy that the Maharaja took careful aim at the beast. The tiger fell in a crumpled heap. So the tiger fell just like a dead body. The Maharaja was happy that his vow to kill 100 tigers had been fulfilled, ordering the tiger to be brought to the capital in a grand procession. So that was a kind of a celebration for the king. Maharaja left in his car, and after the Maharaja left, the hunters went to take a closer look at the tiger. So they started to check the tiger. The tiger rolled its eyes and looked back at them. So that tiger was not dead. The men realized that the tiger was not dead and the bullet had missed it. It had fainted, means it had unconscious only because of that sound of a bullet. One of the hunters took aim from a distance of 1 foot and shot the tiger. So that hunter killed himself, the tiger, and the dead tiger was taken in the procession throughout the town and buried. So that is how the Tiger King, means that Maharaja, started to think that he had killed the 100 tigers successfully. A few days later, the third birthday of the Maharaja's son was celebrated. So now the king started to celebrate. He wished to give him some special gift on his birthday. He spotted a wooden tiger in a toy shop and decided it was a perfect gift for his son. The wooden tiger cost only 2 annas and a quarter. So that was very much cheap. But the shopkeeper called it a bargain at 300 rupees. So the shopkeeper sold it for 300 rupees to king. He praised it as an extremely rare example of craftsmanship, but actually it had been carved by an unskilled carpenter. Why? Because its surface was rough and tiny silvers of wood stood up like quills all over it. When the Maharaja was playing with his son, one of those silver pierced the Maharaja's right hand, and he pulled it out with his left hand and continued to play with his son. The next day, infection flared. They spread in the Maharaja's right hand, and in 4 days it developed into a sore emitting pus. So there was a kind of a gangrene. It spread all over his arm, and the 3 famous surgeons were called in from Madras. After holding a consultation, they decided to operate. The operation was successful, but the Maharaja died. So in this manner, the 100 tiger took its final revenge upon the Tiger King. So in this way, the revenge was taken by the tiger. and the tiger became the reason for the death of a tiger king, as the prophets already foretold. So this is how the end of the lesson. Thank you.